In our last session, we have seen how the techniques of biotechnology is used to produce pest-resistant plants and crops. Similarly, there are many developments in the field of healthcare in producing safe and effective drugs. 30 drugs produced have been so far approved for human use. Currently, 12 drugs are being marketed in India. Apart from drugs development, this technology is also useful to diagnose and treat genetic disorders by gene therapy. In this video, we'll discuss how biotechnology help in the production of drugs and treat genetic disorders. Let's start with the production of drugs. We know that every second individual today suffers from diabetes. Doses of insulin at regular intervals of times helps to manage the diabetes. Hence, there should be a regular supply of insulin in the market. These insulins should be isolated from the body of other animals. Will our body take up these insulins or it would elicit an immune response? We'll presume that our body takes up the insulin. Now just imagine a situation where there is no availability or shortage of insulin in the market. Here comes the role of biotechnology. Earlier, insulin used to be isolated from the pancreas of slaughtered cattle and pigs. That is, insulin from an animal source. Very often, these insulin used to invoke an allergic reaction or other reaction in some patients. So, how the process of biotechnology helped to overcome this problem? Let's see. Human genes producing insulin was inserted in the bacteria. The bacteria incorporated with insulin gene and started producing insulin. If we look at the structure of insulin, it has two short polypeptide chain. Chain A with 21 amino acids and chain B with 30 amino acids. And these two chains are linked together by disulfide bridges. If we see in mammal, including human, insulin is synthesized as a prohormone with a C-peptide attached to A and the B chains. This C-peptide is removed during the maturing of the hormone. The gene that codes for A and B chain are present in chromosome 11. In 1983, Eli Lilly, an American company, incorporated two DNA sequences producing A and B chain separately in the plasmid of E. coli. The two insulin chain producers were then extracted and combined by creating disulfide bonds to form the mature human insulin. This technique helped to produce large quantities of insulin. Let's now move on to another application of biotechnology in the field of medicine, and it's gene therapy. You might have heard the terms such as physiotherapy or chemotherapy, but have you ever heard about the term gene therapy? We know that if a child born with some genetic disorder, the child has to spend his or her whole life with the disorder. Gene therapy is a method that helps to replace the defective gene with an effective one. Here, the normal gene is incorporated into the person's cells or in the embryo if detected in early stages. The first clinical application of gene therapy was done in 1990 to a 4-year-old girl child. The girl child was facing ADA deficiency, that is, deficiency of the enzyme adenosine deaminase. This enzyme helps to remove the toxic deoxyadenosines that damage our lymphocytes. Hence, The enzyme is crucial for the functioning of our immune system. There are two temporary treatment methods. One is bone marrow transplantation and the other is the injection of functional enzyme into the patient's body. As both are temporary methods, they are not completely curative. In case of gene therapy, the very first step is to remove the lymphocytes from the patient's blood and culture it. Next, a functional ADA complementary gene is introduced in these lymphocytes and are inserted back into the patient's body. But there is a catch here. As the lymphocytes are mortal, patients require periodic infusion of these genetically engineered lymphocytes. However, if the functional gene is isolated from the marrow and incorporated into the cells at the early embryonic stages, it is a one-time permanent cure. The third application is molecular diagnosis. We all suffer from many different diseases. These diseases can be acute or chronic, curable or non-curable, and so on. Effective treatment of any disease is possible if the disease is detected at an early stage. The conventional diagnostic methods often fail to diagnose a disease at its early stage. Here comes the application of biotechnology. The recombinant technology, PCR, that is polymerase chain reaction, ELISA, that is enzyme-linked immunosorbent assay, are some of the techniques that help to diagnose disease at a very early stage. In conventional testing methods, presence of pathogen is detected only when a symptoms appear. It is because the number of pathogen present in the body is very high by this time. Biotechnology, on the other hand, helps to detect a disease even if the concentration of the pathogen is very low. PCR helps to detect the presence of pathogen in low concentration by amplifying the nucleic acid of the pathogen. It is in much use to detect HIV in suspected AIDS patient and also mutations in genes of suspected cancer patients. Gene mutation is detected by the use of radioactively labeled probes. Probes are single-stranded DNA or RNA fragments. The complementary DNA of the cloned cells are first trapped in a nitrocellulosic plates. The probes are then added to these plates. The probes bind to the cDNA of the normal gene but fails to bind with the mutated gene because they are not complementary to the mutated gene. When the plates are visualized using autoradiography, bonded probes can be easily detected. Another diagnostic technique is ELISA. It is based on antigen-antibody interaction. This diagnostic technique detects the presence of antigens such as proteins, glycoproteins, etc. or detects the antibodies produced against this antigen. It is very useful to test AIDS. We have seen a very brief application of biotechnology in medicine. Every day there are new inventions undergoing in the field of biotechnology. Will these inventions prove beneficial to the humankind? Or exploiting organisms will lead to drastic environmental problems? Try to find out. Let's now summarize what we have learned.
Manorama Horizon. Learning made simple.